Hello everybody, this is Duck and welcome to another episode of Duck's World, and we are here in the base where I need to apologize again for the error of my ways. So, in between episodes, I did what I said I was going to do. I was going to stream to increase the base size, and I didn't like what I had done after looking over it and looking at designs. So I ended up just walling it off just now. So we actually don't have any base expansion done. And the reason I didn't like it more than anything was just because it was very confined because of underground water. And I just didn't like where it was located. So I just scrapped the whole idea. So the base might expand later, but at the moment it's not expanding here. But that is something that took me a long time to decide on doing. Honestly, it took me forever to realize that I really didn't want to do that. So I do apologize for that. And also I apologize for my schedule being absolutely atrocious, but for the next 4 to 5 months, my summer schedule is just terrible. So I don't know when videos are going to get out. I don't know what's happening. But the best way to keep updated on that would just be to stay on the community page of my YouTube channel. That's where updates will be. So I do apologize for that. But today, I think today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Because I think what we need to do is we need to flatten out an area for a project that I will be doing here over the course of a lot of months. It's no surprise that I do a lot of projects that are never completed. But I'm hoping this one can be done here and get completed in a relatively good manner. But here's where we're going to put it, right here. We just need to flatten the area out. So let's get started on that. Alright, so the plan is, since it looks like I probably won't be doing any base expansion, this is probably going to be where an iron farm will be going. Just sitting right here in this little area, just so that it's close to the base so that we can have an iron farm and be a little bit close to having resources to do the redstone things that I'm wanting to do. I'm not going to build the iron farm today because I still need to figure out how to do one, but this at least will give me a place where I can have a set spot where, hey, this iron farm is going to start at this central block right here and go up or down, one or the other. I don't know yet, but I need to get more into getting projects figured out so that I can just sit down and work on them, because right now I've got so many projects all happening all at the same time that it's just ridiculous me trying to get stuff done. Because I've got the ravine building project, the redstone industrial district that I want to work on at some point. I've got an iron farm that I've been promising. I've got an XP farm via Enderman once I figure out and learn how to do that. I also want to do that. So there's just a bunch of projects that I just need to sit down and work on. And the only benefit to my awful summer schedule is I might be able to sit down and do them off camera and just show progress updates. So that might be what the videos end up turning into if they're not already, and we'll probably have to just work on getting that figured out, unfortunately. But I want to get some of these projects done because I do want to at some point be able to be self-sufficient enough that I don't have to worry about the resources like iron and food, and can worry more on the redstone projects that I want to do on, because that's what I want the focus of this world to be at some point. I want it to be a redstone focused world at some point, but I need to get to that point and I'm not there yet, which is frustrating. But as you may notice, I am going back to the ravine building project because the self-sufficiency farms are not the priority of today's episode. The priority of today's episode is a food farm, at least, and maybe not a food farm. Not a food farm. We won't be doing a food farm today. At some point, we'll be doing a food farm, but instead, I think what we'll be doing is I think we'll be working just on some more material things in the ravine building project. And I think what we're going to actually do is we're probably going to put a, maybe not a building down here. As you can see, this project, especially on camera, I just straight up don't know what I'm doing until I'm doing it. I'm thinking we might actually build outside. Because there, if you notice, the buildings, I'm not outside, I'm not still satisfied with them. I'm constantly changing them. George's cabin has gotten a couple modifications since its original construction, and I'm still waiting for your guys' input on the triangle building. So send me a block palette to use for the rest of this building, with the cyan terracotta being the floor and the stone bricks being the walls and corners. And as soon as that's in, I'll build this building, because I want to also work on building. So we've got another project that I'm constantly working on, which is kind of frustrating. That I've got so many things going on all at once, but I can't sit down and get any of them accomplished. Which I do apologize for, but that is not the focus of today. I said it was. I don't know what it is. I don't honestly know what the focus of today should be. But I really don't have anything to explore, which is frustrating, because I've been to all the big structures. What I could do, actually, I know what I can do. We're going to go to the Ocean Monument, because for it to be a Redstone Industrial District, we need to clean that out. As in, all the prismarine needs to go. So I think we should go do that. So give me a minute. We'll get over to the Redstone Industrial area, and we'll start clearing out the interior of the monument. Alright, so we are here at the Industrial District, and what I'm wanting to do is for the sake of having space for redstone farms, I actually want to clear out all but the exterior shell of this monument. So all of it that isn't the exterior shell, needs to be completely cleaned out. And this is purely for the fact of then I have space for redstone lines and hoppers and whatnot. So I'm going to work on that. And I'm going to have to clip due to noise in my room, which is my recording studio. So I apologize for that. Somebody's vacuuming. So if you hear any noise that sounds like a vacuum or like guitars playing throughout this video, I apologize now for that. But yes, we're just clearing this out as the exterior, just so that we have a little bit more. Oh, that is really dark. Good old Optifine darkness. Because I only want the exterior shell of the space. So we're going to clear everything else out. So I'm going to work on that, and I'll catch you guys back up to speed when we are closer to being done. Alright, so due to the time that it's going to take, I'm not sure how much of this project I'm going to be doing today, but I am working on clearing this out, as you can see. It's taking more time for me to go replenish my pickaxe durability than it is to cut through stuff, but it's just such a long and arduous process that it's going to take a while. So I might do some of this off camera as well. So I do apologize for that. I also apologize for the length of today's video. It's going to be shorter, I believe, than usual. If not, hooray. Oh, crap. But then I have to go and do stuff like this, where I need to go and place just one block because I accidentally break it. And so this takes a long time, and I kind of am regretting using an ocean monument now, not just having a designated district for redstone. But I'm too far into this that I kind of want to use the ocean monument for something, so I'm gonna need to clear it out regardless. So I think we're good with clearing this. It just takes such a long time, and also my smart self decided to use Optifine lighting for 1.19.4, and so it seems so dark in here when it really is not as dark as I'm inclined to believe. But we do have a hallway now through here, which is cool. And I actually probably should get this cobblestone out of here, because I'm going to need to dig anyway, so I might as well just take those pillaring blocks out, because I'll need them. I'll need them eventually. But there's really no like set way I'm doing this. It's kind of just willy-nilly, just going through and clearing stuff out, avoiding walls, because I know I'll need them. I'll need the walls to stay, because redstone especially doesn't go well with water. So it's good to have good to have the ability to have a dry, safe space. So that's kind of where I am at the moment. But it's just so much stuff's got to be cleared out. So much. So it's going to take a long time. But I do apologize for very uninteresting video topics as well. Oh, that's dark. It's it's kind of just currently a grindy portion of Duck's World, so it's not a whole lot of anything too good. And also, some of the stuff that I was going to do that wasn't going to be as grindy ended up getting canceled, like the base expansion. So I do apologize for that. But I didn't like where it was going, and I thought it's probably best that I just get rid of it. So that's where that stands. So my apologies on that, but I really wasn't feeling it, and since that's my kind of my living space, I don't want to not be happy with it. So that's where that stands. But that nonetheless, I probably should talk about the plans for this little area. Probably if I get it cleared out, that's prismarine, so that needs to go there. Perfect. The plans for this area is it's probably going to be a big redstone storage system and then some micro farms, probably, by the looks of it. Just because of the way that the rooms are split up, I think that a micro farm thing would suit this space well. So that's probably where we'll be sitting here in this space, but that's still a long ways off. So yeah, we're just kind of just digging this place out. One thing I will say is that this reach without jump boost is getting annoying, because it's just one block that I have to jump to reach, and it's getting very frustrating to have to jump all the time to reach them. And so we're back here just digging in a straight line until we hit water, which is just riveting gameplay. But kind of more into what I was planning on doing with this space is it's going to not be like a mumbo jumbo style industrial district. That's a ridiculous feat for me to try to do, but it'll provide me some space for some redstone experimentation, so I can kind of learn what survival redstone looks like, because there's definitely a difference between what creative redstone looks like and what survival redstone looks like, and I don't know the difference, and I need to learn. And I also need to learn redstone in general, but that's kind of what the reason that I'm going to be using this space in the way that I'm using it is, to learn redstone, to a point where I could maybe for future series be able to use it in a efficient manner, so that like it's useful. I can use redstone as its utility instead of just as a new piece of the game's mechanics that I have to learn and experience again. So that's kind of the reason that I'm doing this now, like this, for an industrial district style area, just as a place to learn and to educate myself on redstone and its mechanics. I guess one benefit to doing this is that I've got an inventory full of prismarine and stuff that I didn't necessarily have before. I had access to, but I didn't have the full blocks for before, so I don't have to worry about digging so much and getting rid of all of this prismarine through prismarine shards. I didn't have to craft all of it, so that's a plus, a benefit for this, in me doing this now. But this is just going to take a really, really long time, so I do apologize for that. I apologize for the boring video, because I can tell you right now it's going to be boring, so my apologies on that. And I'm thinking we're going to end up changing the outside of this by the looks of it, just in the way that I'm clearing stuff out on the fly. So we do have open space, that's for sure, and I don't mind it. I actually prefer the open space. So now we're just going to end up digging straight back, it looks like, in lines, straight lines, which works. But it just takes so long, and I have to go and repair my pickaxe all the time. But it is what it is, I guess. I do get a bunch of prismarine. I know I just said that, but prismarine and sea lanterns, and I love sea lanterns. Sea lanterns look amazing, so I will definitely be integrating them into a design somehow. I mean, look at them. Look at the light that's a torch. Look at the light that they provide in here. It's amazing. It's so atmospheric. I like it. I like it a lot. I like the sea lanterns a lot. So they will be integrated into a design here. That is for sure. Alright, so this is what we have for the hallway, and I'm just continuing to take stuff out. And I've noticed that the way that I've been taking this down might cause some problems later, because I haven't really been working on the top and I haven't really been working from the top down here, so I might have to actually work on that now, I think. But at the moment, it's just become kind of a bunch of hallways, and it actually might be beneficial for me to work it that way, and instead of digging everything out right at the beginning, maybe it'd be beneficial for me to, as projects start weaning on, maybe that's when I'll start clearing space out. So I think that, with that being said, I think that it actually might be beneficial for me to plan stuff out, because I think that that might be a more effective use of both my time and the resources here, so that I can use some of this prismarine as I'm building, because I don't want necessarily all of the redstone industrial stuff to look absolutely terrible in here, although it will. It might be beneficial for me to kind of plan stuff out to maybe mitigate the amount of nasty looking redstone that'll happen in here. So I think I'm actually going to do that now. And I think I'll just use the stone bricks and whatnot that's here. And then we can work on this, because what we'll need is it's a redstone industrial district. So what we need to do is we need to plan out what is going to be here, because I'm going to need a storage system, but I think it'd be beneficial to work the storage system around the farms that I want to do. So we need to plan on which farms we should use. I'm wondering if I have a sign or something here, just so that I can have somewhere to put a list down. It's not looking like it, and I don't have an ender chest here. Alright, well, I need to find something that I can use to make a list. Wait, do I have wood here? Can I just make a sign? I just need a list of some sort for me to determine what I need to have in here for the industrial district. I'm not seeing one, so I'll have to go back and look for it. So give me a moment. I will go back and get a sign or a book and quill, and we will be back. Alright, so we are back. What do we need here in this space? Well, of course we need storage. That's a given. And I need bamboo, sugarcane, and what's the other one? And kelp. Those are just a given. I need a furnace array. I need some sort of food farm. I want to do that here. Food farm. I think the iron farm, like I had said earlier in the episode, is going to go over by the base, so we'll leave that there. What else do we need? We need a food farm, furnace array. I would like some sort of wool farm. I think I should do a wool farm. And then I don't know what else I should do. So we might food farm, wool, furnace array, kelp, sugarcane, bamboo, storage system, of course. I'm gonna put mob with a question mark and guardian with a question mark. I might have to put those elsewhere, but I'm going to probably try to have them here, is the thought. So that's probably a good start. I'm going to quickly brainstorm space and see if that is going to be able to happen. And then we will probably start clearing out this a little bit more. Alright, so I think this is a good start for what we actually are going to need. So I think that it's probably beneficial that we just leave with that as the plans, and from there we'll try to figure out if there's any more space, what we can do, and if that's not enough space even, we can see about trying something else for a plan. But it's back to just excavation, and it's looking like it probably is going to be what I continue to do for the next little while. So I'm probably actually going to end this video here. I know it is a lot shorter than usual. It's only about half length of the normal videos, but to just let you in on a little secret, the very first clip of this episode was recorded 2 weeks from when I'm recording this clip. It's taken 2 weeks and I've done pretty much nothing, and I apologize for that, but it's just been chaos for me as of late, and I haven't been able to get anything done. So I'm going to have to probably end off this video here. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Nonetheless, your support has been a lot appreciated, and I really have been enjoying my time here. As I said earlier, the best way to kind of stay up to date on what's happening, when videos might get done, and I say might because I don't know what's happening. Schedules is just ridiculous right now. Just keep tabs on my community tab here on my channel. That'll be where I'll post updates and stuff like that. So again, I appreciate your guys' support so much. Thank you guys again, and I'll catch you guys in my next episode. So until then, see ya.